But the first thing I'm always going to consider is, have you seen your veterinarian to talk to them about this? I have a really hard time with a trainer who would do the opposite and say, no, it's not that big of a problem. You don't need to talk to your veterinarian about it. Even if it's not that big of a problem, you do need to talk to your veterinarian about it. They need to know about all of the issues that you might be having, and they may be a great resource to help you find. They may be the resource you need or help you find the resources that you need. So all trainers should be working closely with the veterinarians in their area, forming relationships with them so that we're all working together as a team for the best care for these animals. That is always going to be my stance on whether or not it's a veterinary issue or a behavior issue. The answer is yes.
Thanks for that. Dr. Christensen, your thoughts?
Yes, that's a really interesting question. I guess because I'm on the other end of it, I only see cases when they show up. I haven't had that one presented to me before, but and I know this could sound self-serving, but realistically, I'm only in 2 places, so you can't come to me if you don't live in Denver or New York. But I do think that if you have any concern that maybe your dog should see a veterinary behaviorist and there's one in your area, you should reach out to that veterinary behaviorist, at least their office. I know for me, when there are questions about whether an animal should come in and see a veterinary behaviorist, I'm not unwilling, or I am willing to certainly touch base quickly by email with potential clients to make sure that it seems like something that should be coming to see us. But the reality of it is that there's no way for me to know, unfortunately, until I start looking at history, I start looking at videos, I look at the medical record, etc., about whether the animal needs to come in. But what I would say is that if you think that it's likely or possible that your dog might benefit from a veterinary behaviorist, then if that's on your mind, and certainly if you're feeling like the bond between you and your dog, or you and whatever species you're working with, is getting damaged by the issue, if you think your animal is suffering with the issue, if your animal is a risk to him or herself or others, then those are really good times to reach out to a veterinary behaviorist and at least get an initial assessment. You know, not all veterinary behaviorists work the same. In my practice, if you're not sure you need a veterinary behaviorist, you can actually sign up for a shorter initial consult, and we just touch base about what the heck's going on. Do you need me? And if not, you know, I'll give you some additional recommendations on helping with the problem that you're having and get you to a good behavior modification trainer with a strong background in applied behavior analysis if you are not already with one. And if you do need a veterinary behaviorist, then you're in the right place. So, you know what, I take it really seriously when owners are asking questions like that. Sometimes questions are statements disguised as questions, like, should I see a veterinary behaviorist? Perhaps for that owner, what they're saying is, I really feel like I should, but I'm looking for additional support. And I always say, if your trainer or your veterinarian recommends that you see a veterinary behaviorist, then you should go, for sure.